Welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski. Today, we are at Columbus Catholic High School talking to girls basketball coach Ron Wilczek. Coach, thanks again and look, we're actually on a couch. This is pretty nice. So just remind the audience, how many years you've been coaching here at Columbus Catholic and what keeps you coming back every year?
Yeah, this is my fourth year already. Time flies. And, the thing that keeps coming back is the girls, the relationships. I mean, that's the best part of it. Hopefully teaching them some life lessons along the way. And the cool part is, seeing, graduating seniors at a graduation party or a wedding, and then talking about some of the things they learned or remembered, during their experience here. And those are the types of things that, make you want to keep doing it.
Last year, regular season or prior to playoffs, you were 11-10. Just kind of combing through the schedule a little bit earlier today. It looks like you beat the teams you would expect to beat, and then the losses came to teams that had better records than you did. So that's a recipe for a 500 season. But just kind of reflect on last year a little bit. As you had your ups and downs during the season.
Yeah, great observation. And I thought the same thing. And then I look back at kind of our opponents. And looking closer, we lost 4 games to teams that made the sectional or sectional finals. We lost to Phillips, Auburndale, and Nilsville twice, So we played a pretty rigorous non-conference schedule, which I love. I love to compete. I love playing against good teams. I think that helps prepare us for league play and also the playoffs. So, and not only that, in terms of wins and losses, I think we really improved a lot during the season. We started out 3-8, and that's a function a little bit of our opponents, but we really improved throughout the season. That's what any coach wants, right? Is just to get better every day, and hopefully you're peaking at the right time of the year.
You did notch a playoff win, so you've got that now heading into this season. Before we preview this year, we'll just kind of bid adieu to some of the seniors from last year. And as soon as I start naming names, we're always at risk of leaving somebody out, so I apologize. But Megan Kibble, Emily Doezinski were two of your top scorers, seniors from last year's team. Just tell us about the senior class last year and what they meant to the program.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Megan Kibble was a 2-year point guard and was really doing a nice job for us. Long, athletic, and was playing some really good basketball for us. And then she unfortunately had her season end prematurely with a foot injury. So, she missed about a month of the season, including playoffs. So we had to readjust quickly and find, a backup point guard and adjust to life without Meg, which wasn't fun. And it's sad for her not to be able to end her season on the court. That's what seniors should do. Emily Doezinski, just a phenomenal athlete. And, she scored like 8 points a game, but, other coaches recognized her as a second-team all-conference player. And she impacted a game in so many ways without scoring a lot of points. She was an awesome rebounder, a great defender. We could put her on the opponent's best player, whether they're a perimeter player or a post player. Super competitive. We're going to miss her a lot. And then we had Kelsey Moore and Aaron Meese. Kelsey was primarily our primary offensive threat from the perimeter, and then Aaron was kind of our inside presence last year. So all 3 girls were great girls, and we miss having them around.
Coach saved me there and cleaned up my mess that I was beginning to make there with naming names. And I'm going to put myself in a mess again here as we look at this year's team. Definitely some things they're very positive, things that make you say, this could be something here this year. And one of the I didn't get to call a lot of your games last year. The games that I did or the games that I saw, it seemed like Maggie Callahan's name was being called a lot. Some of those on the younger end, Haley Zimmerman, and now I'm going to stop naming names there. But kind of tell us about this year's team and what we should expect in 2021-22.
Yeah. So we have 3 girls that saw a lot of minutes last year. Jenna Kibble was one more, and she was a returning starter. Megan's younger sister. And she scored, I think it was 7.4 points a game last year and had a really solid sophomore season. And, we're expecting bigger things from her this year. She's had a phenomenal week of practice. I mean, she's really finishing well around the rim. Her footwork is so much better down low. She's balanced. She's going up strong. She's making good decisions. And her outside shot's coming along, too. So she's developing to like an inside-outside threat. Maggie, you mentioned her. She's a freshman last year and had a dynamic freshman season. She averaged 7.4 points a game also, and she played with such energy and joy and passion for a young girl. And, we're excited to see, where that takes her this year. And then Haley, she was the other girl that's a lot of minutes, and she averaged 4.4 points a game. She's 5'10", she's long, she's gotten stronger. And like Jenna, she's finishing better down low. Her perimeter shots improved. So, yeah, I'm kind of optimistic like you are.
One of the things that we noted in last year's team is, and you've mentioned the points per game here a little bit, so I think it's worth bringing up, that 1 through 6, their average points per game were no more than 3 in difference. So in that way, you're able to spread that out, spread things around. Is that a successful formula again this year?
Yeah, I think it is. I don't think we have one girl that's going to score, 18 or 20 points a game. So, but I do think we've got several girls that are skilled offensively. They can knock down perimeter shots, they can get to the rim, make some free throws. So I see us being a pretty well-balanced team, which is good. I mean, that way opponents can't key on one person. And if we have 3-4 girls average double digits, I'll take that all day, every day.
Yeah, again, we're here at Columbus Catholic High School talking to girls basketball coach Ron Wilczek on the couch, as it is. We talk about goals in team sports is goal setting. There's individual goals, there's team goals, and I'm assuming you've had that talk already with the girls as we're getting ready to start the season. One of those goals is conference championship. You mentioned Neillsville, those pesky Warriors standing in the way of something like that. Where do you talk about that goal setting a little bit, and where you see your team in the Clover Belt East Conference?
Yeah, great question. Our first goal expectation is to get better every day. We're young and we're going to have growing pains. I expect that, but I like this team a lot. We've had a good week of practice. The girls are really competitive. They have an edge to them, and they're kind of engaged. They're really asking a lot of great questions. They want to understand why we're doing things. Am I in the right spot, coach? That sort of thing. So I think, our learning curve is pretty steep. I like our trajectory. So I expect us to compete, for one of the top spots in the conference. Neillsville's a cream of the crop. Coach Geyer has built one heck of a program there. You think you lose Bella Opelt, they're going to be down this year. And no, they're not. They're bringing back just a strong team. And, the thing that I think differentiates them from any other program, in my opinion, is they've got girls that can knock down shots consistent, not just one. And you can tell those girls work hard in the offseason on shooting because, a lot of teams, you take away their primary scorer, you've got a chance. Well, with them, they've got multiple girls that can knock down shots and get to the rim. So, they're who we want to be. They're the ones with a target on their back. Have utmost respect for that team and that program. And we're going to work hard. We're going to try to get there someday, and hopefully sooner rather than later.
Let's talk about attendance. It's a capacity crowd now, right? All the seats are available. Tell all the folks this. I told you maybe not look at the camera. This time you can if you want to. Tell the folks to come down and cheer on these girls. That's always the number one goal. Get down to the gym. They're working their butts off. You are too. Get down and support these girls, and there is no attendance limitations this year.
You're absolutely right. Please come and join us. I'm just thinking about last year, some of the questions and about memories. And last year, watching some film, it is so odd seeing girls play basketball with masks, referees wearing masks, coaches, no fans in the stands. So I hope I never see that again. But we're back to normal. So please come out and support the Dons.
Paul Knopf, the voice of Columbus Catholic, will bring you those broadcasts when you're not able to make it to the gym. But you get down to the gym, watch these girls. When people are watching your games, regardless of what's on the scoreboard, say, those opening 5-8 minutes of the half, how will the people watching know that things are going according to Coach Wilczek's plan today?
Yeah, great question. Number one, I hope we're taking care of the basketball. That's a high priority of mine. I think if you turn the ball over a lot, you're going to beat yourself, and we try not to do that. I think more games are lost than won. So if you can take care of the basketball, get good shots, box out and make your free throws, you got a chance to win a lot of basketball games. And then, I think defensively, if we're really, really doing a good job bothering the basketball, sealing gaps, and really being kind of pesky on defense, that's what I'm looking for on game 1 tonight.
By the way, best chocolate chip cookies in the universe are located at the concession stand here. So I mean it. Get down to the gym, cheer on these Dons. We're really looking forward to it, Coach. Best of luck in the season.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here.
All right, that'll do it for this edition of Coach on the Couch. Next one coming up, who knows? It could be Neillsville's John Geyer. Make sure you stay tuned and watch.